Good morning. I'm Andrew Top with Investing News Network, and I'm here at the PDAC show with Mr. Atiq Siddiqui. Mr. Siddiqui is Senior Advisor to the Ministry of Mines of Afghanistan. So it's a pleasure to have you here, Mr. Siddiqui.
My pleasure.
So some people might be surprised to see Afghanistan represented here at PDAC. What is your goal here at the show?
Our goal is to promote our vast mineral resources. As you're aware, Afghanistan is very rich in various mineral resources such as gold, iron, copper, rare earth, and other rare metals. And so we want to promote those to the investor community in the world.
Right, okay. And of course, Afghanistan's been has been involved in a long, drawn-out war involving international security forces. What is the security situation there now in terms of being able to operate a mining company?
It's stabilizing, and plus the government has created a task force, 70,000 people, 7,000, that protects the mining projects. So it's relatively safe.
Okay. The U.S. Geological Survey says Afghanistan is rich in minerals, as you just pointed out. Can you give us a sense of its geological potential?
The potential is immense, and I mentioned earlier that Afghanistan has the largest deposits of copper, sedimentary copper, porphyry copper, and plus VMS copper, volcanogenic massive sulfide. Afghanistan has a lot of gold potential, and in our porphyry copper belt. In addition, there's Karn, the deposits of gold, and iron. One of the largest deposits of iron ore in Afghanistan is Hajigak. We have been negotiating with the Indians to finalize the contract. It has about 2 billion tons of iron, 64% to 62%, and it has no phosphorus, arsenic, or sulfur. It's very pure iron ore. And plus we have lead zinc, we have rare earth elements in the south, and it's a very rich country.
What about oil and gas? ExxonMobil has recently stated that they're interested in exploring for oil and gas. Can you give a sense of oil and gas?
There are two basins in the north. One is the Amu Darya Basin and also Afghan Tajik Basin. And the Amu Darya Basin was given to the Chinese for development, and they are going to start production very soon. And the Afghan Tajik Basin, one of the Canadian companies, did seismic study, and northern Afghanistan has immense potential, and we put it on tender in companies such as Turkish oil company, Dragon Oil Company from the Emirates, and Kuwait Oil Company, and they bid on it with a local company, and they are going to develop those fields in the Afghan Tajik Basin. So the potential is very immense in terms of oil and gas in Afghanistan.
Okay. The Afghan government seems quite supportive of mining. It recently granted exploration rights to 3 copper and gold projects. And it, as you mentioned, the iron ore deposit also granted a group of Indian companies the right to develop the Kajik iron ore deposit. So
Hajigak, yeah.
Hajigak, excuse me, thank you. How much will mining help Afghanistan's economy?
Afghanistan will be helping a lot, because for one job is created in the mining sector, it creates 25 other jobs. Branches out from the mining. And the Indian companies are going to invest $11 billion in Hajigak for the development of iron. And so it will help Afghanistan. In 2015, we anticipate it will contribute to the GDP $1.5 billion. And year 24, maybe $3.5 billion. So it's a major portion of the economy, and will create thousands of jobs. And in Hajigak, 50 to 60,000 jobs, and also Ainak, the copper deposit, and that will be 10,000 jobs. So it has a very immense potential in Afghanistan. Now, the mining sector, such as in other countries of the world, such as Chile and Peru and even Canada and Australia, we want to move in that direction.
great, great advantages and opportunities for those
Absolutely.
countries. Yeah. Now, on the other hand, investors might think that Afghanistan is a risky place to invest. How would you respond to those concerns?
Because there's no risk in terms of regulatory framework. It's very transparent. Companies are selected based on their technical capability, based on the financial and what kind of infrastructure they develop in the country. And the Afghan constitution guarantees it never be nationalized. And plus, Afghanistan is a democracy, has an elected a president and also a parliament. And in a democracy, cannot breach the contract. So it's in terms of regulatory framework, it's very safe, and it's a very safe place to invest. There's no risk of nationalization or anything else.
Right. Political risk is low. Yeah. What is your hope for developing Afghanistan's mining industry in the short term?
In the short term, there are some projects can bring very short term revenue to the government, such as oil and gas. There will be short-term revenue, and also some gold deposits, because it's easy. And iron and other projects, you need vertical integration to produce steel. So it will take a few years, 5, 10, 15 years. But some of the short-term projects is good. In the country we have about 100 to 200 contracts, small, on coal, and on gold. It will be very short-term revenue will bring to the government of Afghanistan.
Okay. Well, I've been speaking with Mr. Atiq Siddiqui, a senior advisor to the Ministry of Mines of Afghanistan. It's been great having you here.
Thank you very much.
I've been Andrew Top for Investing News Network. Thanks for joining me.